Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of From My Experience podcast. I'm your host, Rob. For the first time in 2019, I have all of the.
He can't even get through the intro without folks messing it
Because,
up. Terrible.
I have everyone here. We have Tori,
Hello, everyone. Hello, 2019.
Schmalix,
That's not my name.
What?
and Biff.
Hey y'all.
Oh, Biff, let me see your eraser head real quick.
Huh?
Look at your little eraser head. Oh.
Oh wow.
Ever since I cut my
Well,
hair off, that's been like the main form of affection. They just like run up on me and just
Yeah, you
start
keep
like
saying
rubbing my
people
head.
rubbing your head like you a pet or something. I was thinking
Yeah,
about
they
getting
rub-
a part like that too, Biff.
doing what?
Biff?
Getting a part.
Oh,
Alex, you wasn't saying nothing
I
about
wish
Biff.
I could do that.
Oh yeah, that part wavy.
You can
Yeah.
get.
Thank you.
So, just to give y'all an update, Biff has cut all her hair off, so go follow her on Instagram. What's your Instagram? CA_Maro Camaro.
No, that's Facebook.
Oh, you
On Instagram,
Stacy.
it's underscore Stacy Cash.
What the heck is
And what you
going?
today?
What?
Don't go on that Instagram.
I was so happy.
Don't do it.
I actually got. No, it's not as bad. Yeah, if you go to her Instagram, scroll back a few weeks.
One day I was at work and I had to keep scrolling. I'm like, hold on, what the heck? Terrible.
I actually got to see Tori this past weekend, y'all.
Yes.
I ain't seen you since you graduated.
No, you haven't.
Oh,
no,
no,
you
I
saw me
your
homecoming.
I did
You
see
saw
your
me
homecoming.
homecoming, but it was just for a minute.
Yeah. Yep, I sure
You were
did.
being.
I was saying what?
fake.
A
Oh,
minute.
you a liar. You're the biggest liar. I ran. First of all, I ran up on you because you didn't see me, and you looked like your eyes about to pop out your head, like, "Oh my gosh, Rob!" And you're like, "I'll be right back," and you went with those other guys. Those are cool guys.
Biff, you sound like you're far away from the mic.
I am.
You coming in and out.
Okay, what about
I don't know
now?
what's
Is this
going
better?
on, player?
Is this better? Yes, no.
You have to keep talking. I don't know.
I turned my mic down because Alex said it was too loud.
I didn't say that. I didn't
Yes,
say
you
that.
did.
That was
I
Biff.
did say you were loud, but you were loud, but now you're coming in and out.
Okay, well, never mind. Pause, Biff.
What? Oh,
Anywho, all right, let's get down to these topics, y'all. So, I'm gonna ask the ladies: have y'all ever gone on a date just for the food?
I only go on dates for food.
What? What? Terrible.
Elaborate.
Now let's just be honest here. I know all these men gonna run around talking about double standards.
That's not a double standard.
We gotta spend money. We gotta spend money just to get to know y'all. Y'all might not even like us. Well, we got double standards. We got double standards. We don't like either. It just so happened this one's in our favor. And unfortunately, some people have taken advantage of the system. But if the system is provided and is working for you, and nobody is stopping it or trying to correct it, then why not?
That's what the president be doing.
And then I'm not even gonna lie. And then
Wow.
a lot of times when I get offers to go eat, that be the first thing they say. You hungry? Okay.
But that's code for them just trying to be around you and get to know you and all that stuff.
I mean, almost
And I
no
mean,
woman turns down food.
Because
If she turned down the food, you super trash, my dude.
Yeah.
But it's play devil's advocate. If somebody's not interested, it's kind of like leading them on. It's like, all right, you go for the food. It ain't right,
I never said it was good, clean,
Whoa,
but I said that shit happens.
Why is it not right? Tori, that was dope what you just did because it actually popped up over your video feed, like as a big message. That's dope. Biff, she said she can't hear you like that, so. It's because she outside. Biff don't never sit still. Biff checking the mail. She about to go for a run. And we trying to record it. Look at this. Let me see that circular. The mattresses on sale, child.
First of all, I had to put my money order in the mail to pay my rent, okay?
I really wish you guys could see us because she is outside
She's
holding
literally
her
outside.
coupon.
Look like a nice day too. Tori, tell us about your food dates. Oh, you know what? You've called me on a couple of these.
Wow, yo,
Yo,
what the
she
heck
will
is going on?
FaceTime you while she's out with
Yeah,
somebody else. Like,
I'm a
this
scammer.
this dude trash, but I want this pizza though.
Mm, mm.
I got people taking me to Ruth's Chris,
Oh,
getting that medium rare. Mm.
And
Yes,
you're eating all
Look,
that food.
delicious meat.
so, but also
Leftovers
at the
for lunch
same,
the next day. All of that.
Now, you know what? To the fellas listening to this at the time of airing, you know,
what?
this is just an inside peek. You have to change your mindset because you got some men who are gonna be expecting something because I done did this, that, and the third or whatever, and
no, and see,
then
that's what that no. Your first problem is expecting or assuming you finna get some ass because you asked to take me out to eat. That's your first mistake.
no, that's what
Your
I'm saying.
second
I'm
mistake
confirming
is
that.
assuming.
I'm
Your
confirming
second
that.
mistake is assuming because you've done something for me, you provided a service. That doesn't mean I have to pay you.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, men
It's
have
not
to
understood
change their mindset
we
with
both
that.
say hey, let's go Dutch. Cool, I got it. But if you say let me take you out, I'm gonna
Hmm.
let you take me out.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not going Dutch on anything, and that's just real. You're paying for the food, or I'm paying for the food because we're grown behind adults. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Like if you invite me somewhere, I'm assuming that you're paying for the meal. But if we're going on like a vacation or something, or we're going on a vacation, whatever, I'll pay for things every now and then.
Yo,
But
now I go back and forth.
going Dutch. I'm not. That's corny. That's cheap looking. Like I'm not about to go Dutch. Like what? That sounds like
I had somebody tell me like they want to go Dutch because they didn't want to feel in like they indebted in some way. Like, oh yeah, I have to do something, and I didn't even ask. This is many years ago, and I was just like, oh okay. That's when
Yeah,
I
but
was
no,
introduced
it's
to that
some people that
concept.
look at it like that. Yeah, it's some people that look at it like that. They feel like they're indebted or they feel like they owe somebody, but that's more of a personality trait. I owe you shit. You invited me. When
But
you get
again,
invited to, when
you
you get
got some
invited to,
folks
when
without
you get
the
invited to the birthday
mentorship.
party, you
Uh huh.
go to the party. You don't expect to pay
Well, that's kind
unless
of that's different.
no, it's not. It's an invitation. Unless it says on the invitation, bring your money to make your own Build-A-Bear for the party. You gonna what? Show up with nothing. Expecting what? Our festivities and everything be planned out.
Okay. Well, moral of the story is, men, don't be
That's not the
thinking.
moral of the story. Shut up.
That's
Here's
No,
the
I'm just
thing.
saying. No, folks got. I'm telling you, I know some
Dudes,
men
at
that
the
be
end of
like,
the
"Oh, I
day,
done did
if
this," and they ain't put out or nothing, and then they all mad and start drama.
I don't know
Men have to.
anyone who thinks like that anymore. Honestly, not even stereotypically. I don't even know anyone who thinks like that anymore. I think that's a way older mentality. If
The
anything,
early 20s.
I think there's a whole lot less of taking girls out on date nowadays than it
yeah,
was back when we were growing up.
yeah. Guys, look from my point of view, being how old I am,
Yes, yes.
I don't date men my age because the men my age are the what you doing every 5, 10, 15 minute.
And what? Let's meet up, or come over.
Yeah,
Let me come through. Let me
like
come through.
don't want conversation. They just want to watch Netflix and smoke with you and just drink off your stuff and get rides. Like, especially men here. Like,
a homosexual.
What a hobo? What'd you say, Biff?
A homosexual.
hobosexual. We got the
Or a scrub? That's a scrub at TLC.
hashtag hobosexual.
You know what? That's gonna go viral too.
I
Watch, you
like
see.
it. I like it.
But you know what, Tori? To your point, like, I've heard folks say that where, you know, there's some men who aren't the go-getters. They don't set plans. Like I know me. If I'm interested in somebody and I want to go somewhere, I'm like, hey, you know what? We're going out to such and such, such and such. Just be ready. You know. Some folks don't take initiative like that anymore, and I don't know what happened. So somewhere in the chain of passing down tradition of being like, you know, a class of man, somebody just either got lazy and didn't teach it, or culture just changed, or society
And
changed.
I honestly think it's a combination of both. Like, it not being taught.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's guys not having their fathers in their lives.
Yeah.
It's a combination of them being hurt and their pride being tampered with. It's a combination of things. But I feel like there are those good guys that set examples and things. They're just not many. It's definitely not. That's like the minority. So.
But you know what? And you know, on the flip side, there are some of us still out there, but we're deemed as corny. They're like, oh man, this is corny. You know. I've heard it said. I'm like, okay, well, then what you want then? You know what I'm saying? It's just
I put
some
it to you
weird
like
shit.
this. Nowadays, I think a big difference is to the way that we interact with each other. Well, I would say the younger generation interacts with each other, because I see it with my frat brothers. Because those, as far as younger people, those are the only ones I'm really around or I get to see on a consistent basis. The way they do things and the way they interact is so different. What's the thing? I'm old now because I gotta ask Tori. What's the thing, man, when y'all just like have like a random get up at somebody's house? What's that called?
Random
kickback.
There you go, a kickback. No, that I am, bro. I could not think of it because we called that something else. Back in our day or whatever. Like we called them house parties. There's a random house party.
Yeah, I was going to say nigga go to the pink house.
Yeah, but like the kickback is like the new thing where it's just like, which I think is actually dope. I wish I would have did more of that when I was in school. But I don't know if I thought people were more grimy back then or whatnot, but I only did 2. But nowadays, I think that's like the new thing. It's like, all right, everybody come through to the kickback. Let's see who's up in here or whatever. I haven't really seen or heard much about dating. But if you're listening and you're younger or older, yo, go on dates, because dating does... Oh, my God, she is super pregnant.
What the heck?
I'm sorry. I was on Instagram. I'm about to send this to y'all. She about to pop. Yo,
Wow.
check y'all Instagrams. Oh my god, she got to be having at least 3 kids.
Tree.
No, for real, dog. Like, she's very pregnant for her to be that little. Dating does a few things for you. One, if you're serious about being in a relationship or you want to date someone, it lets you know how they are out in public socially. So how someone is socially and how they are behind closed doors is very revealing sometimes. That's number one. Number two, you get to explore and try new things yourself, because a date don't always have to be food. It could be, you know, we had a whole episode about this, but I mean, you can go to a park, you can go, there's so many things you can do. Dave and Buster's, you know what I'm saying? Escape rooms are becoming popular for some reason. There's just so many things you get to do. I definitely encourage it, because it teaches you how to interact with someone when it's just y'all. Because when you're at a kickback or a party, it's cool to walk around. Yeah, I'm swaggy. I got my clothes on. I lit. What's up, girl? Yeah. It's like, but when all that goes away, all right, what do you really have? And I think a lot of people might be scared of dating because it's like, oh, shoot, you're going to see who I am. Like, I'm not the lit, cool dude at the party that all the girls were staring at. I might be this whack dude that can't hold a conversation. So now what?
You know it's city boy season. So everybody acting stupid. Hot boy season. All the guys are like acting real crazy.
Well, no, it ain't that the guys. I think Megan brought that up. It ain't that the guys is acting crazy. It's just, I think, not Megan. I see somebody else bring it up. It's always, the niggas always got to have an answer to what females do. It's a hot girl summer. We finna have fun. Oh, we finna have fun too. But y'all been doing that stupid shit. Y'all been out here cheating. Y'all been out here lying. Y'all been doing this stupid stuff.
Black
That's not
men
hot
don't
boy
cheat.
season.
Black men don't
And
cheat.
then also, Megan already said part of the hot boy season is not getting caught.
First of all, Biff, stop pointing like you about to do something, my nigga. I'll square up with you in a minute.
What's up?
Biff, you need to eat something.
Calm down, Biff. Calm down, Biff.
Biff getting little.
Alex, you acting like I told Akuma last night in the text message.
Wait, what? What?
We're not gonna talk. We're not gonna talk about that.
He said Akuma. What?
We're not gonna talk about that.
What?
Oh, the Incredible Hulk, Alex edition.
Yeah. Oh. What the heck? He said I was gonna act like Akuma. What the heck is going on?
Share with y'all what happened to me.
Huh?
I was talking to this guy for like 3 months casually. Right?
Shut up, yo. Oh, I can't
wait. You said 3 months casually.
Yeah. And my birthday fell on a Saturday. It was a couple of weeks ago.
Uh-oh.
And he was like, oh, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. I'm going to take you out, blah, 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 blah. The day of my birthday comes and he calls me and is like, boom. All right, I got to do this really quick, but call me when you get to your car and we're going to link up. He went ghost on me that entire day. And I didn't hear from him until like 10 o'clock that next morning. He hits me with that sorry, I got sick excuse. I don't care if you were on your dying bed. It takes 2 seconds to send a text message.
Bitch, I'm sick of you, Nick.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting on my birthday.
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, yo. With this age and technology, there is no excuse for not hitting somebody back. Like, I don't care who you with, I don't care where you at. It like Tori said, first of all, taking out your phone is not a big deal. Any and every, you can be at a funeral and take your phone out nowadays. It does not take all that. Oh, I was so busy. Now, if you at work, maybe that's different. But like,
I'm trying to say, unless you have a job where you
that's
can't
the
have
only
your
thing.
phone
Like,
on
there
the
should be
floor.
no reason you don't hit somebody back, or at least say, hey, whatever. Like, I hate that with a passion.
You don't even have to text. You can say, Siri, send a text message to such and such and say, and it'll do it for you. You don't even have to pick up your
Or you
phone.
can be corny like me and actually send a little voice notes. That's what I do.
But you know what, Tori? I think also too there's some folks that just can't seem to like fess up or so.
What?
And like in terms of like if he was saying, "Oh, I'm
Alex
gonna
is
do
not
this,
paying
that, and the
attention.
third," and something came up, he probably was afraid to say something at that time.
Or
You know?
he
You
has
don't care if you're an adult.
Or
Yeah,
That's part of adulting, knowing when you're wrong. If something comes up, say, hey, Tori, I'm sorry, sweetie. I know I told you I was going to come see you.
Yeah, and he didn't.
Wait, how much older?
I agree.
Get back to you.
How much older, Tori?
He was 10 years older than I was.
Oh, he's trash.
No, he
Trash.
know better.
Yeah, Rob, he's a year young. He's your age.
Oh, yeah,
Like-
he's super trash.
Saying what?
He's super trash. And
Alex, ain't
I'm
nobody in your
getting
age group. We're not dating 50-years over here.
You know what?
Hey, baby, you
You know, Biff, I'll talk to you offline.
You want to go to the matinee and get a small
Oh, it's cracking on my age. I ain't even that old.
You're not old, Alex.
Alex, how old are you? 47?
You see?
Yeah.
You see this?
Yeah.
No, negative. I'm
Alright.
an 80s baby.
Hey, Biff, can you teach me how to get a sugar daddy?
No, negative. Moving on.
No,
Yeah.
she can't. No, she can't. 'Cause-
Well, can I get $20 from each of y'all then?
What? You got Cash App?
Yeah, I sure do. I'll put that right in the message.
In a text.
I'm gonna put it.
Alright,
I'm gonna put in the
My
description of
Cash
this
App
podcast.
is-
Put it in there. You might get some money.
Right.
All right.
Oh, well, then my Cash App is $X Caramel Jones X. Anybody can donate. I do not do refunds.
Y'all gonna get requests. All right. Next topic. How are y'all feeling about some of these latest health scares and health trends? Like, there's a lot going on with. I'm seeing a big push for people to become vegan and give up meat. Like, I'm seeing people that actually influence me, and it's
What?
Go ahead.
I'm looking like rappers like Styles P. I mean, it's just like, whoa, like everybody's on this juice and vegan thing. I'm not ready to give up meat. Pause.
Nah, you meant what you said.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm all for the get healthy train. I'm definitely on the get healthy train as we more advanced with technology and learning our bodies and learning how to do stuff and where stuff goes. I'm all for the when you know better, you do better. Cool.
Yes.
But what I'm not for are the people that are like, why are you eating this? You're gonna die. This is that and the fourth, and like you don't have to force it down my throat. And also the big thing with the trends, I wish people would look up what things are before you do them. Like a lot of people are going vegan, but what they don't realize is a lot of vegan foods are high in carbs and very little protein. So that's why you see like a lot of fat vegans. And people are like, well, what's going on? How is it? You know what I'm saying? We're just so
They eat that
busy, right? They're
bread.
fat. But that doesn't mean they're not healthy, but people don't understand. They're just jumping on the train so quick, not knowing the repercussions. A perfect example, the keto diet. That is one of the worst diets you can put your body on. And people just seen the fad and seen how they can lose weight quickly, and that shit just they just ran with it. You're literally starving your body. Like ketosis is the state your body goes in before it dies.
I I'm gonna tell
So
y'all.
You know,
Let me-
that's the high your body produces before it dies. So basically, you're like, it's a form of starvation for your body. And if you ever notice, as soon as they get up that keto, what happens?
they get balloon right up.
Oh
Right.
wow, Alex.
If you diet right, if you diet right and you have like an off week, you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna see a big difference. You might gain a pound or two back, but you can lose that real quick. You get off the fad diet, within a week or two, they blown right the hell back up.
I'm gonna tell y'all, man, that those of you out there struggling with the diet or thinking about going on a diet, you need to mentally prepare yourself and you need to wean yourself off of certain things. Like, I've really cut back on the fried food. I pack my lunch, like, and me and my girl are doing it, so it's easier when you have an accountability partner.
Yeah.
But it's a huge
Yeah.
mental shift. Like, it's so hard not to buy potato chips. Like, that's my number one go-to snack. I don't buy them anymore.
Potato chip.
I buy like freeze-dried fruit. I buy like the most random anything. But what the heck is Biff doing? Anything as Biff eats Starburst. Biff, you a hood chick for life, yo. I bet you got a hot sausage too, don't you?
What?
Not right now, but I do like them.
Yeah, but
hold on.
you gotta prepare yourself for that mental battle. Tori, how are you feeling about some of these these health scares and these food trends? Like, how are you feeling about these things?
Well, my little sister was vegan for like 5-6 years, so I'm really familiar with it. Not only that, I did public relations for personal trainers who focused on like health.
Oh, that's loud.
That's very loud. Somebody got a text or something.
Yeah, whoever's
Go
little
ahead.
ding is going off.
Sorry, it was my computer actually. I didn't know you could hear that.
Cause you popping. Go ahead.
Anywho, honestly, when it comes to that kind of thing, like we're not supposed to be eating meat, and that's just the reality of the situation. We have different blood types. Different blood types have different like dietary needs.
Yes.
Like, some people need red meat. Some people don't need red meat. But I do know that there are people who stop eating meat and stop eating dairy, but will eat the heck out of some carbohydrates. And they're still fat. They're still larger than they need to be. But I personally feel as though what you eat needs to be why you eat. The reason for not doing it. Like, the reason for not eating meat. Is it because of your health? Is it because of the animals? Is it because of your spirituality? Like, there are people who literally, like, die from, like, watching animals go through that, like, process. Like,
Yeah.
so they can't eat meat. There are people that want a better lifestyle, want to feel better physically, mentally. They don't eat meat. You know, like, I don't feel like people need to hop on these dietary trends.
Yeah, just to be cool
Just-
or stop trying to quick fix everything and do it the right way. That way, if shit still hit the fan, you still gonna have something to show for it.
Fam, am I the only one that sees Biff got a mean auntie finger?
Hold up, Biff. Wait a second.
Unbelievable.
Biff, put that auntie finger down, yo. Oh my god.
No, that's the mama finger.
Hey,
It is.
Fabert, I wanted to jump in on this real quick.
I was about to come to you next, but go ahead. Yeah.
You know I'm very in tune with staying fit, mainly
Are you?
because
Aren't you the one who used to be eating the Taco Bell sauce package?
First of all, Bill, he practiced.
wow,
Okay.
wow, you an a-hole,
Practicing-
a-hole.
He practices his karate at work. Okay.
I'm getting
So you
off.
mind your business.
Biff, why you going there? Why you going there?
Tori, have
See,
you been getting the karate videos from Alex? The edited ones too. I'm waiting on
Y'all
one
hate
thing. I'm waiting on one thing. Yo, you need to put that when you got
The
that.
one where you
Wow.
see like the arm go all the way across.
Alex got the glow.
wow. Hey, somebody said that too. They're like, "Oh, you Alex Leroy now?" I'm like, come on, man.
Let Tori don't leave. Tori, how do you feel
Wow.
about Alex's
You know
karate
what?
videos?
I don't feel respected. That's terrible.
Would you
That-
say,
that-
Tori?
No, but like on a serious note, like because of my military, my martial arts, and just my active lifestyle, I've one thing I've seen soldiers in my career that go vegetarian, lacto veget, all this stuff, and our bodies were designed to process meat, protein. Okay, so I believe you can, eat whatever you want in moderation. And you have to be willing to put in the work in the gym or what not have you, because there's some people, honestly, I believe are just lazy. They want to eat the good stuff, but don't want to pay the consequence, like doing their cardio or
Yeah,
just working out to moderate it. I can eat
yeah,
whatever the hell I want, but
yeah.
best believe I'll be running like 5 or 6 miles. I'll be
Right.
doing
Oh,
my karate, so to
Or
speak, or
you
I'll
could
be
be
in the
like,
gym like 2 hours for that day.
right? Or you
You
could be
know?
like I am. It just so happens the stuff that
I
I like to eat.
told you she was super pregnant, yo.
Oh
Damn,
I
wow.
sent that to y'all on Instagram.
man, she gonna need a lot of shea butter,
Yo,
cocoa
it's
butter.
5 of them
Yeah,
in there.
Stripes
that's
on
just
my stomach, so I call that ticket. Oh, you see, look, no,
What in
ma'am.
the name? Okay, move.
I have those shorts. They don't look that good on me, but
Oh my
yeah. That's
god,
why you get a size smaller.
I'm getting.
okay. Can you teach me how to like gain some weight?
No, the way to do that is just slowing down your metabolism, like interrupting your sleep cycle, and
That's already happening with her.
I was gonna say that's pretty normal for me. Honestly, I'm be honest. I have like binge cycles, and it's just because once I have my binge cycles, I binge till I get to the weight that I want because I'm always way smaller. And then
What
once I,
problem is, I'm never hungry. I don't have an appetite.
that's it.
oh, then you must have a
You
fast
gotta pick your
metabolism.
appetite. Yeah, you gotta pick your
She
appetite
has
up.
no appetite because we were sitting in a restaurant with some absolutely delicious, mind blowing food, and she took 7 bites.
That
That
was
was a
me.
good
That's still me sometimes. Like my friends get offended. They're like, I don't want to take you out to eat, or you got to get a kids meal. Cause I used to like barely eat. What I used to do instead of eating real big meals all the time, I just started out eating
What
like
is this?
small, unhealthy meals throughout the day.
Yeah, that's what we're our design. Native
Okay,
Americans ate like
if
that.
you use that, make sure you work out.
For real.
On God, it will gain you weight. But when I say that weight, it's you cannot tell where it's gonna go.
Hmm,
You gonna
hmm.
gain weight, but there's no telling where it's gonna go. So you have to maintain
I
exercise
have
as well.
nothing anywhere.
Yo, yeah. Tori is mad little. Like, what? If she turns sideways, she disappears.
Yeah.
Wow,
You
wow,
That's not nice. No, I
wow.
have friends. I have friends
Wait a
that
minute.
use
Wait a
that.
minute.
Right. I
F and
have
me
friends that
uncut.
use that.
F and me uncut. Wait a minute.
But just
Mm,
make sure you work out. Cause I watched this girl named what the fuck her name? Cupcake. She went from cupcake to pound cake.
First of all,
mhm.
so she went. Never mind.
You
Okay,
be
but should I
careful.
try that? Should I try this?
Yeah, you should, but make sure you're working out with it though too. Just so you keep it tones you up. But it does, you do gain weight. It picks your appetite up too.
It
All
just
right.
feels so sleepy.
Yeah,
Huh?
for the audience that didn't see that, can you explain what that product that you're referring to?
Yeah, I got a whole box of it.
Oh wow.
It's called Peterman.
I think a Peterman. A Peterman.
A Peterman, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And basically it's a syrup. It's a scissor.
Don't say it's a scissor, yo. And
Oh.
she's washing dishes, but talking about my background.
Mm-hmm. I
Oh
guess
my
you're saying it's
God.
time to wrap it up.
Hold
B.
up.
Wrap it
Welcome
up.
No.
to welcome
I
to
always do
Niagara
this.
Falls.
Mhm.
It's a syrup. Go
No.
ahead. Tell us more about this syrup.
You just take it like 10 to 15 minutes before you like are supposed to eat, I think. And it just makes you more hungry, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, it helps you gain weight. It maintains weight. But the only thing about that is it maintains weight, but it maintains like all weight. So if you don't work out, you're gonna blow up.
Mm.
And I
But
don't.
then also about that, I'm
That's
not
it.
entirely sure if the weight stays on afterwards. Because everybody I know is still currently taking it. Nobody's gotten off of it, so I haven't been able to see any results as far as what happens afterwards. But no, I would say go for it. If you honestly feel like you want to get bigger, like I did, but I didn't want to get like that much bigger. I only want to maybe like 10 more pounds on me.
I would love 20 pounds. If I could be 140, oh my God.
Yeah, now see something like that. Now I would take it for that since you're doing like 20 pounds. I think I only wanted maybe 10.
Look at that ass. Like, why can't I look like that?
I wish I could see
That's
what we
bacon
saying.
and grits. That's why.
Yeah,
Bacon and grits.
that's Augusta.
And the athletic background.
That too, but mostly that's my mama. Like, I'm actually small compared to my mom's family. My mom's side, the women on my mom's side, they're real big, thick women. I'm just in the middle because my dad was small.
Okay.
All right, last time, Alex, did you get off what you need to get off about the health thing?
Was oh yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
All right, so how do we feel about this whole? I ain't even gonna call it a challenge. These people licking random items in the store, putting it back. The one chick who I found out is a minor, the one that licked the ice cream and put it back, and then there's
That
a
started the
guy.
whole shit.
There's a guy. Another guy did the same thing with some ice cream, put it back, but he bought it. Another person gargled some mouthwash, put it back. What?
Oh come on, man, that's disgusting, bro.
Okay,
But
first
you
of
could
all, the whole shit is nasty. Period.
Yeah.
And somebody brought up a good reason though. The main reason why shit got to be sealed off now is from the 80s, the Tylenol murders, when somebody was putting them drugs inside Tylenol bottles. So that's what made the FDA change everything to where it got to be sealed.
Yeah, the safety lock.
But besides that, it's just nasty and unsanitary, and just you trying to use people do anything for clout, literally. Like, you might not. More people found it disgusting than they did funny.
Yeah.
And then now, not only that, again, the stupid shit. Now you got police looking for you.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody talking about it's not a big deal because she's a young girl and
That's a big deal.
she don't know no better. But what if you would have been that person that walked up behind her and picked up that fucking ice cream?
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest, 9 times out of 10, when you at the grocery store, you don't be looking twice at shit like that. You just assume it's gonna be sealed up and you gonna go about your business. And then also let's assume, you know, she could be disease free. But what if she has a disease where something can transfer via saliva? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I worry about shit like that. I already gotta worry about like the non-vaccinators.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I don't know what done been in your mouth, where you been, you licking shit. It's just nasty.
What they doing? What they
Right.
doing?
There's plenty of shit you could do to be funny, but stupid shit like that and putting people's health at risk is one thing I just don't play with. I don't think it's cute. It wasn't funny. And then everybody else following that stupid shit up behind them just as fucking dumb. And then the whole thing is like, okay, y'all doing this shit for clout, but then they trying to hurry up. Like the guy went back and was like, I went back and paid for it though.
Nah, he got like they got him.
What was the point of doing it? Or the guy that did the mouthwash thing. Unfortunately, if people pay attention, the mouthwash has the wrap on the outside.
Yeah.
So he had already removed the wrap and then put it back. Anybody paying attention, of course, won't get that mouthwash. But still, that's stupid. It's the point. Why do it? Or everybody's spitting in shit. And another reason, and at the end of the day, God forbid, you might find that one person that just had a bad day and catch you doing some shit to their food, and you're going to get beat the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Or worst scenario, get killed.
Tori, how do you feel about these? What are you looking like that for?
You giving me Eartha Kitt vibes.
Yeah.
You're giving me Eartha Kitt vibes. What's that movie on? Marcus.
We ain't got time for y'all two to flirt. Listen.
Boomerang.
Tori, how do you feel about these things, Tori? This whole licking challenge, well, not challenge, these people licking this food and stuff, like.
It's just a whole bunch of white people shit.
We can't say that.
Oh, sorry.
Why
we can't?
Why people start this stupid shit? You don't.
I didn't know this was a podcast where I had to hold my mouth. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying. Somebody gonna be offended.
Nigga challenges like how many guns can you have holding a picture?
So are we not supposed to be offended that they are upset that we have a black Ariel now?
Hello?
Oh, that's a whole other can of worms. Oh, I got you though. I got you.
My mouth.
Yeah, Alex, why you be trying to censor people on here? Shut up.
I mean, it'd be different if they didn't do that, but
they
actually started it.
Alex.
No, I hear you though. I hear you.
They actually started this shit. All that crazy challenge shit. Them fucking eating Tide Pods and shit.
It started with what's the show? Jackass. That's where it started.
I'm triggered.
What the hell,
Now,
bro?
speaking of Black
Dang, what the
Ariel,
fuck?
yo, some of the stuff that I've seen people Photoshop putting white people in black movies has had me crying laughing, yo.
Oh
Oh,
god.
the Ryan Gosling as Black Panther. That I'm like, come on, bro. Like they're reaching.
The King of Trill was my favorite.
Oh my God,
movie.
how do you guys feel about the new Captain America?
Oh,
We knew it. It was in the comic.
I mean,
that happened temporarily in the comics. So yeah,
It was coming, but they had already said they was done. So eventually we knew the torch was about to be passed for Avengers 2. It was just who.
yeah, they'll get over it. Captain Marvel's supposed to be the new leader anyway in the next phases. So we'll see.
how do you guys feel
Right.
about the new Into the Universe Spider-Man, the one with
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
I
with
heard
the
nothing
man?
but good things about it.
Wait,
The
you
what?
talking about
Which
with all
one?
the multiple Spider-Man stuff?
Yeah,
I
from
watched
the
it.
different.
Oh, Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse with the
Yeah,
black.
I watched it. It was really good, actually. I really liked
I
it.
loved it. I'm not even gonna lie. That is the first movie.
Wait,
Grace
why
and-
Kingpin look like that, yo?
Uh,
Yo, that's a big guy, yo. But
no,
it was really good.
I loved it. Yeah, it was really good. And that's one of the first movies that my child would sit down and watch from beginning to end. Like, he loves everything Miles. That's why people was like, why does it matter if she's black? Representation matters. Like, Spider-Man has always been his favorite character, but to see Spider-Man and he looks like me,
Yeah.
like,
Alex,
he
how you
was
watch
just,
it? It's on Netflix.
you can see his eyes. Yeah, you can see his eyes light up.
Just like Ariel. Why can't I
Yes.
have a mermaid that looks like me? Why is that a
Right.
fictional character?
Right, and it's just like
Yeah.
people don't understand. It makes a difference. Like just to see my baby eyes light up, like that could be me. That's me. Like when he seen Black Panther, he was like, "Wow," you know what I'm saying? Like black superheroes, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like clicking. Like that's me.
Can
Mm-hmm.
I ask one more question? Since
Nope.
we're talking about
I'm
color.
scared. Go ahead. Let's go.
How y'all feel? How you feel about Chris Brown?
Okay, first of all, I think people took that lyric and ran with it. He said nice hair. To me, nice hair is regardless of what kind of hair you got.
Yeah. I think they're reaching on that one.
No, hold up.
Yeah.
Tori,
That's
tell
not
them what you're talking
referring-
about. Because we talked about this when we met up.
That's not what I'm referring to, though. I wish that's what I could be referring to.
Wait, which Chris Brown thing?
I'm talking about the fact that Chris Brown told his bouncer no darkies in any of his sections.
Oh.
Yeah, it got to be the Yellow Brothers.
No, it ain't just Yellow Brothers. 'Cause Future do it too. Future do no darkies and no fatties. But I don't mean it like that, y'all. I'm sorry. But no, that's not uncommon. I hate to say it, but that's not uncommon with celebrities. Unfortunately, his is colorist, but celebrities do it all the time. I've been in clubs where they be like, I don't want this type.
Are you still listening to his music?
I mean, if the song come on, I'm not gonna change it, but I'm not one of the ones like let me go download all 72 songs off the album.
Well, let me tell you how I feel.
Hold on, we couldn't hear you. Tell us how you feel again.
I grew up on Chris Brown.
You did.
Like literally when I was when he was 16, I was
Yeah, me and Chris Brown the same age, I think.
right. I was young.
Yeah.
This is someone that I have looked up to since I was a little girl. Like literally was there for his whole career. Like literally love all his albums. So me being a darkie, right? It hurt my feelings. Everyone's entitled to a preference. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody. And we knew Chris Brown didn't have a preference of black women. We knew that. What hurts my feelings is the fact that he consciously said it knowing that he has millions of female fans. The fact that he could still say that. That's what.
Yeah.
Granted, he's rich. He can do whatever he wants. My opinion doesn't matter. But as a collective, as a human being in your morale, I'm disappointed. Am I going to stop listening to his music? No, because I love him as an artist. But as a person, I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, people don't know how to separate the art from the person, and that's a
But
very
then also,
difficult.
But then you know the R. Kelly thing.
Yeah.
I
I feel like the R. Kelly thing's a bit extreme. That's more of an extreme, though.
I mean, the
I don't want
crazy-
to financially support. I don't want to financially support a pedophile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you got a jacked up opinion about people, it just depends on how I feel about what you did and how
Yeah.
much
No,
I'm
but
offended.
think about it. It's like, all right, you
Some
know,
people-
separate the artist from the predator that he is. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
him being
you
the
know,
predator, that's the part of his artistry. Because now you're writing music about, you're talking
Yeah,
about these
I
girls
agree,
in your
yeah.
music. That's different. Now, if Chris Brown talking about light skin only VIP,
Right.
then I'm like, hold up, you know, I don't even have a new
Yeah.
album yet. I don't have time to listen to 87 tracks.
But yeah,
I lied. I
and
dropped an hour and a half to work. I got time.
it is offensive, but I hate to say it, but that's like a regular thing in the club. And again, like we said, when Tokyo said it, I hate to say it, but I wasn't surprised.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, oh my gosh, Chris said no darkies. Like y'all, we know what the fuck he like. We know his preference.
I ain't got no type.
He got a type when it's black and Asian. We all know his
Karuchi.
So I'm not understanding why everybody's like, I mean, yeah, it's fucked up, but at the end of the day, I think everybody has their own little bit of a prejudice in some type of way. It's just how you use it, and the fact that he's a celebrity, he shouldn't, you know what I'm saying, the platform that you're on, you know the shit that's gonna come with it.
I think that's the hardest part about being a celebrity is whether you want to or not, you're setting an example and you're under a microscope. So it's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, and you know what? Anything that you do or don't do it's far reaching. You know what I mean? So yeah, now your margin for making certain errors, you might not know it's an error, but it's like you got to be very calculated in all the moves that you make.
Yeah, you gotta think about what you say before you say it.
It's crazy because that kind of goes into the ASAP Rocky situation, like in him being locked up in Sweden right now for something that he didn't initiate. But if y'all remember correctly, a couple of years back, he said that he didn't really care too much for the black political things that were going on because he couldn't
relate.
So this, I bet, is pretty he humbling for him.
Yeah.
You can sit where you at because I'm sure you're sitting on the ground next to some feces in Sweden, next to people that don't look like you, is pretty humbling.
They say he had an apple in the last 5 days.
So why should we care? It doesn't have anything to do with us.
Yeah.
Right. I can't relate. I didn't go to Sweden.
I can't.
Right.
That's
I didn't
crazy,
go to Sweden
man.
to go to the Gucci store.
What
You know
in
what I'm
the
saying? I hate
neck?
to say
Is that sage?
It is.
I don't
What
want
the
to wish
heck?
bad on
What
the
is it
next
wrapped
person.
in?
It is wrapped in rose petal.
I ain't
It's
gonna
what-
tell you what I thought you was lighting up. I thought you was about to go to the moon. Yeah.
I take drugs, I go to the moon.
Y'all boy crazy.
Sorry.
All right.
That's all I got for y'all. Well, that's all I got. Y'all got anything else?
That's it. We just
Yeah.
started.
We've been doing this for like 48 minutes. What you talking?
Yeah, I'm about to go rub on my girl's butt, to be honest with you.
Oh,
And I'm
what
hungry.
the heck? TMI.
Oh, shut up. We've said, why do y'all be doing that? I said light stuff. We've been talking about all kinds of crazy stuff on here.
Listen. I'm hating. I'm hating.
Oh,
Not
Alex,
on you.
why you
I'm
hating,
just-
bro? Put on the Predator helmet and go get some.
Nah.
You know what? On a funny note, somebody had asked me like with that. Remember when we went to Comic-Con, the Predator mask with the teeth?
Yeah.
Somebody was like, "Oh, have you ever tried to, have relations with that?" I'm like, "What? What the heck?" Yeah, they're asking some kinky stuff. Bro. What's going on?
Any chick who feels like she can get off while you have that on and looking at that face that better be the first and last time.
Oh, of course, I never spoke to that person again, but
Whatever.
What, you did it? What?
no, negative.
Oh.
You know what? I'm out of here. You know what? I'm done.
We love you all. Thank you all. It's more fun when all of us together. Tori, your nails look like that when I saw you. They're really nice.
They didn't. Thank you.
Oh, really nice. It was nice seeing you.
Awesome.
Nice seeing you all. We're gonna make this a, more frequent thing.
Of course.
Right. All right, y'all go ahead and give y'all sign-offs.
All right, guys. Stay down, stay you, stay black, stay true. We will catch you next week. You can catch us on all platforms. FME_podcast on Instagram, Facebook, iTunes, the podcast. If you have an iPhone, a little podcast app specifically, you go there. What else are we on, Biff? YouTube.
Oh God, no
everything.
one looks at us on YouTube. The YouTube be in like 3 views.
We still have the channel. It's all
Yeah, it's
about
still there.
But
uploading.
literally the easiest thing to catch us on IG. You can catch one of the links, and then you can definitely follow us on any platform. We are here. We upload podcasts every Wednesday, or at least we try to. Again, this is from my experience. So again, life happens, and as you can tell from this episode, life happens. Shit has been happening, but I'm so glad that we got everybody together. Hopefully, we catch you guys again next week. Have a good week. I hope you all enjoyed your 4th of July, and we will catch you next time.
We sure will. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.